Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more resto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
We need more.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype? Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's now locking in on just one target early as he's spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back 1st downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses. and how complicated that is? Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys! A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
So here are the Cardinals now under first-year head coach Cliff Kingsbury.
They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything, the ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll run it with Bell.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 17 yards to pick up there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Newton on first down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Newton. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Tucker now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd and inches, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley there in coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton, and complete into the arms of LaFell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Draw play to Sims. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ready? 180? 57 the mic. Come on. Come on, D. Ready?
Now Newton on first down. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Newton now to throw. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. One last throw here for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job.
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville. Jackson on first down. And right away, he lost the football. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. from the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes Grant on the return. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
Love his build, love his arm. Had a Pro Bowl season with the Philadelphia Eagles, looking to scale those heights once again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Foles. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, pick your game up.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
We go. 180.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now before Dallas takes over here on this drive, let's look at where they're at right now in their season. 6-5. They couldn't keep the momentum from their win in Detroit a couple of weeks ago, as in Week 12 they fell at New England. Now certainly no shame in that, but they're going to have a short week of rest. Remember the Thanksgiving Day game that they always host. They do it again this year, and a very good Buffalo Bills team coming to town. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Here's Jackson. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. And it'll be intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coach. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't be scared.
After the sack on first down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Jeffrey. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
57, Mike 57.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Guys had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back now in Arlington as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Foles. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now Elliott. And Zeke is in for a Patriots touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So we have a score to report after all. How about this?
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broke broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the fourth quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But, hey, now it's still just a one-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing that.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. A gain there of 21 yards. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it, and he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Back to throw.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Ready. Tighten up.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the side.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He'll look to throw.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete to his running back, Portis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This a long one from 54. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day. But I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And quickly to his tight end, Clark. That's caught. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And that is incomplete. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my number 1 play with my number 1 runner over my number 1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Jackson now. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs and avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one a first down pickup of 8. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's bad. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. Now Foles. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big scam when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, The Coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, let's head inside the Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by the four-time Pro Bowler and 2010 Comeback Player of the Year, and that's Michael Vick.
One of the most unique players in NFL history. You remember the snappy left-handed throw, the ability to break a play wide open with it. Legs, absolutely dynamic, explosive, and rarely ever caught from behind.
Vick goes play action. Hunter Henry brings it in. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a play fake. Now Vic. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vic. That's to Cook out of the backfield.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They run again on first down. Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Vic. Complete. It's Henry. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see the kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down, Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way. We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that's Elliott, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Holt. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for him.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys.
And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a point.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And he puts it through to extend this thing to a 10-2 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't? And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right.
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right, and he slings one that's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4. They're going with Lindsey.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Vick will look to throw on first down. And caught by Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Michael Vick. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43. They run, Cook. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Vick to throw it. He completes it to Henry. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing, Vick. He's got Evans. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Vick and the offense will start first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Throwing is Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead He flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lamar Jackson in the final minute, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Michael Vick in the offense. Down 24-17, 53 ticks to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. A very important extra point there, up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. To try again after the sack. Jackson, wide open receiver, complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? Fool. That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio Kingpin.
Hey, it's the coach in our Tiburon studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Wilson to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Allen Robinson, 67 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes there's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. And an alley to run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Le'Veon Bell there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Jim.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Well, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. To throw on third down, Wilson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Check. Watch the before. Stay with me.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's got to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he slides to avoid the hit. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Jackson flushed out right. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jackson now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Second down and goal. Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
7 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Robinson. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They try right side here. Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jackson.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Throwing now is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? It ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down 21-14, 26 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up is magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. With that, let's get on over to AT&T Stadium in Arlington for the call from Jerry World. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Jackson now. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
10 yards, good for his Saints 1st down. Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Jones. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the 1st. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
We got this.
Another opportunity coming here for the Saints on offense. New Orleans, by the way, continues to roll. They're 9-2 now after the Week 12 victory over Carolina. Now, coming up is a big one. It's another division game, and I say it's big, not because the opponent is doing that great, the Atlanta Falcons below 500, but the Falcons a few weeks ago really dismantled New Orleans, and New Orleans will have a chance to go to Atlanta on Thanksgiving and get a little revenge. This thrown quickly out to Jones. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Caught by Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah. Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and
he'll score! Touchdown, New Orleans! Daniel Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Marcus Hunt. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Margus Hunt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He looked to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Tucker with the extra point.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by a field goal, and time a huge factor. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. He's back to throw.
Normally we're talking,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll run it with Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera.